Here we have the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8 in pistachio. Now then, welcome to the channel. My name's Ben. As mentioned, this is a pistachio green Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. In this video, we will unbox the actual phone, check out first impressions, and then do our final thoughts before doing future videos on cases and more, all related to the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. Just for some background, I am a Samsung fanboy. I've got the S24 Ultra and I did have the Z Fold 3, so a few years ago now. That was an awesome phone. Just for me, it wasn't right, but the transformation between these two is unbelievable. We will cover side-by-sides, comparisons to other hardware throughout this video. So before we jump into detail, let's just run through the unboxing of the phone first of all, and then we'll delve a little deeper. Okay, let's get inside the box, check out the product and get started with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. So as you can imagine, it obviously comes unfolded in this box. So let's take a look inside. Really simple couple of bits of tape there just to unrip or rip open there. Boxes have changed over the years, obviously different shapes for different types of phones. So let's get this out of the box. And then we are presented with the pistachio green phone, looking beautiful there, really nice there. We've got our protector on the front screen there, also just to protect this actual screen on the front, and I think there's just a sticker on the back there. Get that out in one moment. Then we have got accessories. I think it comes with a single USB-C cable and just some kind of starter guides and kind of pamphlets that you don't necessarily need. There also is a SIM tray ejector there, so the pin there just to get the SIM card tray out, pop in your SIM card, which I will be doing. As I mentioned, there is that USB cable there. I think the cable should hopefully support the 45-watt charging through this cable. So that's all that's in the box. Quick start guide, just some information about the phone. We've got the SIM tray remover, the cable itself, and obviously that's the phone there. As I mentioned a couple of times, I went for the pistachio green. A little bit different for me. I usually go for black, to be honest with you. Kind of a graphite, anthracite, whatever the colour is, I usually go black. I thought, you know what? It was an online exclusive, so I thought I'd go a little bit different, and wow, straight away it's so thin, unbelievably thin. Really, really smart compared to my other devices, especially compared to the S24 Ultra, which I've got there, and obviously the more recent S26 Ultra, super thin. The actual camera bump there looks like it's quite protected, almost like by a plastic over the top of it. Over the, not actually the camera lenses there, but that kind of main bump there. So let's just take these off now. So there's the inside display, and first impressions, crease-wise, unbelievable compared to previous models. And I will get a side-by-side, as I mentioned, with the Z Fold 3 that I do have myself. So that's the inside screen. Get the protector on off the outer screen, and we'll fold it for the first time. So unbelievable, feels beautiful in the hand. Obviously watched tons of videos on this so far, and you can just tell by watching the videos, the shape, the size, the weight of it, really smart. Really light in the hand, and it does fit, obviously, as you can see in the palm of my hand, really nice there. Got fairly large hands, let's say, so straight away I can tell I'll be able to use the phone one-handed, I would say, no problems there. Fits in the hand really nice. I do have some cases that I bought as well, which we'll do a bit of a video on at some point, just to show off 3 different cases I bought. But there's the phone itself. We're gonna get it powered on, we're gonna get it set up. What I'm gonna do, I'm not going to kind of back up or take restore from backup, sorry, to this. I want to start fresh phone, fresh setup for this brand new Samsung Z Fold 8. So what I think I'll do just first of all, let me just get a cable here. I've got it plugged into my desk here, just a USB-C port. It won't be fast charging. I want to see what batteries come in it, just to show you what battery is already in there. So I'll plug it in. I think this is all plugged on. Okay, so kicked in, we're on 55%. So ideally, I do like to try and charge up kind of new stuff fully before you start getting going. What I'll do is I'll probably just get one of my power banks and just get it super fast charging off a power bank while I'm setting things up, just so we keep the phone nice and solid on the battery, just to try and get the longevity out of the battery. Not sure how true that is nowadays with batteries, but yeah, we'll do that. So back in a second, I'll get a battery, get this charging up, get things booted up, and go through first impressions. Okay, so switch the charger up. I've got the Charge. This is the 20,000 milliamp hour, 140 watt max airline safe battery pack. Use this all the time, charging phones, charging laptops, charging tablets. Absolutely awesome, that. So there you can see, I think the different color shows. We've got the super fast charging, the blue color there, just on there. So I'm going to boot it up. I'm going to boot it up in this mode with the front cover, and then we'll open it up as it probably talks us through. So let me just pop that there, hopefully get a zoomed in shot just to show this as we go through, and I will go step by step. I'll speed through some updates if there are any, and then we'll obviously get to the end and do a quick summary. I have used the account link in from my old phone to this one. I think it makes it easier with kind of just general account information. The Wi-Fi information as well transferred to this device really easily. As you can see, we're met there with the actual cover screen, the front screen. I'm going to swipe to unlock and put in my PIN number. Everyone knows my PIN now. Then we need to restart this. So what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm going to get my SIM card out of this one. I'm going to pop it into this one as well. I'm on 3 in the UK, so hopefully we're all set up and ready to go there. So get that done now, and we'll come back in a moment with the SIM card inserted, restart the phone, then hopefully it'll be up and running and start setting the phone up. One thing to note, it is a single SIM card slot, so you might be able to do a physical SIM and an eSIM perhaps, but if you do have 2 physical SIMs, which I do, luckily I'm going to keep this one for my kind of work phone, but if you do have 2 physical SIMs, you can only use 1 physical SIM. As I mentioned, I imagine there's probably some kind of eSIM you can set up with this, but yeah, just one thing to look out for if you are looking for 2 physical SIM cards. Okay, so I've spent a few minutes now, well about 15 minutes with the phone now. Got WhatsApp on there, got a couple of bits on there, watched some YouTube videos on there. I got some side-by-side footage just to compare it to my S24 Ultra. So far, amazing. It's a really good phone. The screens are incredible, brightness is really good. Even on the internal screen, the quality is exceptional on there. Amazing what they can produce in terms of the screen on the outside and the inside. So really smart, really smart. In terms of the actual feel of the phone in the hand, it's amazing. The thinness of it. Then when you unfold it into the inner screen, again, really good. I need to do tons on this. I need to customize it, get all my applications downloaded. As I mentioned, I've started fresh on this. I do want to get things set up, working as they should be on here. Certain applications, etc. I need to get onto here. So just a couple of really quick first impressions. As I mentioned, the hardware, in terms of the actual shape of it and the actual format of it, time will tell, but I like it. I think this is what the Fold, many people have said this, I think this is what the Fold should have been originally. A much wider, more compact Fold. But when they were kind of going through the iterations from the 1 up to probably the 5 or the 6 with that kind of style, a lot thicker. Obviously the technology was a lot different. The hinge kind of technology, again, a lot different. What they've got to with this device, it's unbelievable, to be honest with you. Really smart, really great. Expensive, but you're kind of getting what you pay for with the technology, the screens, the cameras built in. Too early for a kind of fundamental rating or anything like that in terms of the phone, but the first impressions are really great in terms of the hardware, the feel of it, the using the phone, the fingerprint reader's really quick. As you would expect, I think there's no surprises really. Just a couple of little minor things just to point out that I've heard on other reviews as well. So the speakers on the actual phone are fine when you're watching like this. So you've got the speakers at the top and the bottom. So you've got those speakers, pump it out, absolutely fine in terms of that kind of stereo effect. And again, when you go like that, even better, you've got the left and right stereo effect there. When you open the phone up, the speakers remain on the left hand side, and I'll be honest, it is noticeable. You can tell the audio is coming from the left hand side. There's no kind of stereo effect to it. So if that is something that you would need from a phone, it is really noticeable. It sounds like you've got one speaker working on the left. So it'll probably take some getting used to. I guess if you flip your phone around that way, that's a little bit different. But if you are holding the phone kind of landscape, open, wide like that, you can definitely tell there's no audio coming from the right. So that's one thing to look out for. Another thing, just really quickly, it's because the phone's been starting up, I think, anyway, and getting things going. It did get really, really hot. The phone was really hot, running hot. I wasn't really doing much with it other than downloading some applications and getting things set up. So it's kind of probably expected. Obviously, the internals on here, it's a thin phone as well. So you're probably going to feel the heat even more on a thinner phone. Not a disadvantage, not a con, just something I've just noticed. Hot, runs hot. Whether that'll be the same as I use it more and more, I'll see. Again, not really a problem for me though, to be honest with you, unless it gets unbearably hot in the hand. It might make it better in a case as well. So as you saw from the footage, I did some side-by-side kind of YouTube viewing on my S24 Ultra and this. The actual viewing real estate, really good in terms of that large screen on the inside. Really usable on the front as well. I would say there's no disadvantage on this compared to that. There is an advantage when you've got it open though. Obviously got much more screen, much more video kind of screen and area to watch videos on, which, you know, for me on my phone, that's kind of what I use my phone for most, kind of watching content, really on an evening when I'm laid in bed, kind of watching YouTube shorts, etc. So the format like that will be absolutely fine in terms of YouTube shorts. And if you want to watch it more full screen, more content, larger screen, obviously you can open things up and do it that way. So first impressions, really, really impressed. Obviously the speaker and the running hot and the price are really the only disadvantages or the cons I can see for now. And they're not really cons, to be honest with you. It's just kind of observations. Loving the pistachio kind of green colour. Really nice. Very different for me to go for a colour like that. As I mentioned, as you can see, I've got the black on the S24 Ultra. Went for the black on the Z Fold 3. I don't think I've had a phone in between, actually, although I must have had a phone in between before the S24 Ultra. The pistachio green is a Samsung online exclusive, so if you do want that green, I think you can only get it if you order from Samsung.com. There are the 3 other colours for the Z Fold 8. I think it's the kind of hazel, kind of purpley one, black and cream, but I think out of the 4 of them, when I looked online anyway, this is the best. Will I regret it long term? I don't know, but I will be putting a case on this, which will be a clear case, I think, that I'll use anyway. But on cases, actually, so one of the follow-up videos we'll do, just to quickly cover off, I do have some cases that I purchased off Amazon. I've got a Spygen case, I've got 2 other kind of third-party cases, so we'll be doing a future video just to show those different cases off if you are looking for cases, or specific ones that you're looking for, different types, just to show you, so you don't have to purchase them yourself. What I'll probably do to start with is put the clear Spygen case on, just to keep it protected, because obviously it's a lot of money. You want to keep it protected so there's no scratches, scuffs or bumps. So yeah, Spygen clear case, we'll get that one on pretty soon. Okay, we're all done now on this first video of the Samsung Z Fold 8. Super impressed with the phone. Hardware amazing, screens are amazing. We've got the software as well, the Samsung One UI software on there on top of Android. Really looking forward to getting that kind of customized onto the phone. Looking great, background pictures, applications, etc, etc. But first impressions, really, really impressed. So in the video we've covered things off, unboxing, as I mentioned, a couple of little things, side-by-side YouTube videos, really just to show off the phone kind of out of the box, what it looks like, what you get with it or what you don't get with it. And then will be future videos on the channel, on the phone, including the cases, kind of tips, and then we'll probably do like a 7-day review as well at some point, just to cover off my actual thoughts on the phone. But so far, so good with this new form factor from Samsung. Very impressive. Should have been there from the start, maybe, in terms of that form factor. If you are looking at this phone and you're a little bit worried about the size of it, for example, the layout of it, how it works, I wouldn't be. I'm super impressed. I was a little concerned regarding the actual form factor in terms of that kind of different shape, the 4x3 screen itself, but so far so good. We will see though, but overall, super impressed. Okay, if you've liked the video or at least found it informative, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like. If not for any reason, give it a thumbs down, give it a dislike. Do let me know in the comment section why. Any questions about the phone, any questions about anything at all, my other phones, the setup, anything at all, please do drop that in the comment section. I will reply to all questions and comments. If you've got any suggestions about future videos, what to cover in future videos, again, please do drop that in the comment section. And if you want to follow the Huson DIY channel for more Samsung Z Fold 8 videos and much, much more, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.